Okay, so I want to talk about how to evaluate ROI, return on investment, from cold calling, cold email, LinkedIn, and what enterprise and healthcare companies get right that agencies get wrong. And I see this over and over and over again. I talk to my other lead gen friends. We see this all the time. Here's how to avoid doing it. So Matt Lucero had a tweet yesterday, and he said, the truth is that even pretty shitty marketing will make an ROI on a long enough time horizon for a business with a high LTV. So if you sell a $5,000 a month service and retain people for 6 months, you could pay $1,000 per sales call, and with a 20% close rate, still be mega profitable. Most businesses will turn off marketing that works simply because they cannot stomach to not make an ROI in 30 days. And the big difference between healthcare clients and our agency clients is patience, and this manifests as quarterly versus weekly evaluation. So when you have a client like the American Psychological Association, they'll evaluate a campaign every 3 months. When you have a campaign that's a small agency, usually it's week by week, where they're saying, is this working? Is this not working? Is this working versus cold email or LinkedIn or meta ads or whatever? And this is because for a legacy company or in healthcare, the money is coming in as a result of what they did 20 years ago. And for a small agency, the money coming in is the result of what they did last week. So it's only natural that they think this way. And also, a lot of people are brainwashed by like one channel, one message, one offer until they get to 1 million. And I don't think that's true. I think running one channel is like the grapefruit diet or something. Like, it works until it doesn't. If you can afford to, you should run as many channels as possible, as long as they are all profitable. So I saw a lot of businesses, like a lot of agencies, go under in 2024 that were cold email based. So the cold email apocalypse happened, a bunch of guys went under. Same thing happened 5 years ago with businesses that generated almost all of their traffic through Meta Facebook ads. They just all got wrecked. So you don't compare cold calling to cold email to LinkedIn to paid ads. You compare it to leads and sales. But how do you actually do that? Like, what numbers should you be using? So with modern AI lead scoring and scraping, you can typically get a leads list that is 80% qualified. Your offer might vary, i.e., because you sell AI voice agents, your best customers are, let's say, law firms and car dealerships. It doesn't mean that every law firm and dealership of a certain size has a need for your service. So to evaluate pipeline value before deals close, here are some patterns that we've seen across 25 clients. So on average, across 25 current clients that use us for cold calling, our callers are getting 2 leads a day. Let's lowball it and say it's 33 leads a month. So the clients that get less leads, by the way, are typically dealing with much larger deal sizes. But let's say over a 3-month time frame, it's 100 leads. Let's say 80% of those leads are qualified leads. So we've got 80. And out of those 80, you're closing 5% worst case scenario, which a good agency with newsletter follow-ups, good sales process, proper asset setup can do. So you're closing 4 leads every 3 months. And your customer LTV, let's use Matt's example, is $30,000. You do that 4 times, so you made $120,000. This is, by the way, I don't think we have any clients with the LTV that low, but this is a good example. So, okay, so you spend something like $7,500 or more or less, depending on your needs, to get $120,000. And at 40% margin, which is also quite low for an agency, that's $48,000. There's a 6.4x ROI. So you have to score leads accordingly. So if you get 1 lead a day, it's really worth $1,000 a day. But we don't think like that, do we? Because there are often sales issues or messaging issues or scraping issues to figure out. And sales are lumpy, so it's normal to have nothing for 2 months than 3 in a week. So it's very important to zoom out, or you're leaving a ton of money on the table. And you have to look at what is the expected ROI across months and years. So anyway, any questions, just DM me, but otherwise have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.